Hello and welcome to another video on doing stuff and filming it. Today, well, you already know what's coming. We've had another letter. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? Right, now, two things before we get started. First off, I strongly suspect we may have seen this one before. However, there is something a little different. You'll notice we have a different table here. That's because I'm currently on a work trip as I'm filming this. I'm working away in Cheltenham, and today's episode is coming to you from a rather lovely hotel room that I'm staying in. So let's have a look at the outside of this first, and we'll open it up, see what's inside. So the usual legal occupier at my address. Official notice, investigation opened. Again, it seems. Not another one? Whatever. Flip it over, and we've got the usual Darlington return address and sustainably sourced for recycled paper. I mean, I've said this before, but I mean, they could be more sustainable by not sending me this bullshit, but whatever, they've sent it now. Oh, one other thing as well. My new work phone comes with a built-in barcode scanner and QR code scanner. I did scan these, and they just come back with just utter nonsense, really. So, yeah, don't really worry about them. In fact, what I might do is scan them later, if I remember, and show you what it actually says on these. Yeah, it just doesn't really tell you anything. Right, let's open it up, see what we can see. Right. Okay, so this looks to be fairly standard stuff. Oh, I tell you what, actually, before we go any further, let me just double check, see if we have seen this one before. I think we may have done. Bear with me. Alright, so it turns out, yes, we have seen this one before. It was, in fact, letter number 5. So once again, confirming that these letters do go in a circle and, well, I suppose hammering home the fact as well that they're nothing to worry about. They'll get to the end of their non-existent investigation, and when you haven't responded to them, they'll just restart the cycle and send you the same shitty letters again and again. So, yeah, another reason not to give a toss about these things. But we'll do what we did with the last repeats. I'll put, the letter number 5 on one side, and we'll do this letter over to the other side so we can compare the two on screen. So, from the top, the usual legal occupier, Cambridge Enforcement Division. Interestingly, the reference number hasn't changed from last time. Letter number 5 was dated January of 2023. This is now May of 2023. Although it actually only arrived a couple of days ago for me. And at the time of filming, it's the 22nd of June. So they're a bit behind. Really, I don't know what's happened to this. It should have been here last month. I don't know, maybe there'll be another one waiting for me when I get home. Whatever. So, yep, official notice investigation open, that's the same. To the legal occupier, this is an official warning that we're carrying out an investigation of your address. We have asked you to contact us several times, but you have not responded. Does making YouTube videos count as a response? Probably not. Oh well, I don't really care, fuck 'em. There is still no record of a TV licence at this property, and there is not going to be one. The law, it is a criminal offence to watch or record live TV programmes on any channel, or to download or watch BBC programmes on iPlayer, unless you have a TV licence. It doesn't matter what equipment you use, whether a TV set, desktop computer, laptop, tablet, mobile phone, games console, digital box, or DVD VHS recorder. Still banging on about those. How can you stop this investigation? Buy a TV licence? No. If you've recently moved, move your TV licence. That doesn't apply because I haven't recently moved, nor do I have one to move. And let us know you don't need one. You don't have to do that. Like has been said millions of times before by now, between me and the various other TV licensing channels out there. You don't have to tell them, but if the letters do bother you, telling them, making the declaration, online by phone or whatever, does stop them at least for a while, and then you just have to keep repeating yourself to them. But you're under no obligation to do that. It's not a legal requirement. And if we don't hear from you, our enforcement division will schedule a visit. Should the investigation find that you're watching, recording or downloading TV illegally, you could be prosecuted. The maximum penalty is £1,000 plus legal costs and any compensation you may be ordered to pay. Again, it's never £1,000, it's normally more like 30 quid, and they're not going to find evidence of that unless you let them in or you talk to them, so just shut the door. Simple. Yours faithfully, the non-existent Scott Robson, enforcement manager for Cambridge and just about everywhere else that they'd choose to write these stupid letters to. And is that on there? Oh no, that's on there as well, if you recently bought a licence. So it is, word for word, apart from the date, exactly the same as the one we got in number 5. Even down to the crappy stamp, the fake stamp that they put on, whatever. Let's flip it over, double check the other side. Alright, and the other side, yeah, we're just going to skim through this, but it's the same. Everything in red. How can you pay? Would it be easier to spread the cost? What if you don't need a licence? Could you get a concession? Yeah, that bit's exactly the same again. Got the little form down the bottom. So, yeah, disappointing me again, TV licensing. Bloody hell, people are going to get bored. Can't get some, like, fresh content out of you. Fucking hell, guys. Alright, so, a couple of things to do. As one person pointed out in the comments, I completely forgot last time to write below the line that they tell me not to write below, so I suppose I'm going to have to do it 3 times this time. Let's see, what shall we write down here? Well, I was watching some road rage videos the other day from Scotland, and they love calling people a ball bag, which is fucking hilarious to me. So, yeah, we'll start by writing that. Bloody hell, this is quite difficult to write on this. This is a textured surface. Yeah, we'll start off with ball bag, and what else should we have? We shall have feck, house, goals.
Shut the feck up!
Just for the fucking giggles. Alright, other thing we need to do. I said I would show you what these QR codes do. There's 3, although this one seems to have something of a line down the middle of it, so that could be a 4th. It's unclear. Let me get my QR code scanner loaded up, and I'll show you what data it spits back when I scan these. Right, so this is my work phone. It's a Zebra TC58, I think. Fantastic work phone. Put it this way, it's Thursday and I haven't charged this phone since Monday and it's still on 61%. That is epic battery life from a modern smartphone. So start with these, cover those up, and hopefully you can see on screen there, it's decoded the QR code and it's just a load of numbers. It doesn't go back to anything. Whether or not those numbers actually mean out to TV licensing, I don't think they do, because it's not, this reference number isn't in there or anything, it's just a load of numbers. So yeah, I think that's just a load of shit. Let's try the next one. So as you can see, it's brought up, yeah, just another load of bullshit numbers. There's nothing to it. So yeah, it's longer than the other one, but yeah, there's some letters in that one. But again, it means nothing as far as I can say. And let's just do the last one. Okay, maybe there is something to this one. So again, there's no identifying information, but interestingly, the first chunk of these numbers here is that reference number. So maybe there is something in those numbers rather than just being automatically generated. And the end of it appears to be just a load of random numbers as well. I can't see any sort of pattern or dates or anything in them. But if you remember a while back, I had, well, I've had 2 of them now. Letters that are like your INAO59 or something stupid like that. This one in the middle here says IN015NA0090. So maybe those silly reference numbers that they send out actually do mean something. Well, no, they don't actually mean anything because the letter still goes in the bin. But maybe all these letters do actually have a sequence to them. Interesting. I'm curious now. Let's just scan these again. Okay, right, so I'm just noticing now, this little one here on the left, the number it spits out is the number that goes along the top here. Well, up to there, so not those bits there, but it's that long number. And the middle one, just double check that. Okay, right, I've got some blurring to do now. The middle one does actually contain my postcode. I mean, the rest of it appears to be complete gibberish. Okay, so maybe there is something to these. But Again, they're just complete shite, aren't they? Whether or not these numbers actually do mean anything, I think is pretty irrelevant. The only thing I can surmise that they are for is all those people that say return to sender, maybe when they get there, they scan these barcodes and use them to, let's say, schedule visits. So yeah, all those people that say, oh, it's simple, just return it to sender. Well, I wonder if that tells them that there's someone living at that address, and they, it bumps you up the list, up the priority list now for getting a visit from one of their, so-called enforcement agents. Whereas if you do what I do and just go complete radio silence, they have no idea if the property is occupied or not, unless they do other checks. I don't know if they're able to access the electoral register, but if they're doing that, then why do they still put legal occupier? So yeah, maybe returning to sender isn't such a good idea after all, guys. It makes you more of a target. Right, so we've looked at the QR codes. We have written ball bag, feck, arse and girls on the bottom. There's only one thing left to do now. Destroy it. The question is, how am I going to do that from a hotel room? I mean, I could just rip it up like I always do, but that's boring. I've done that plenty of times. Suppose I could ask the hotel staff to shred it for me, but that's probably going to be a bit of a weird experience for them. Someone asking if they can shred a document whilst I film them doing it. Like I said, there's a fan in the room. I could feed it into that, but I don't think that'll destroy it sufficiently enough. I know. Give that a few minutes. One other thing, whilst I'm waiting for my rather murderous bath to run, I'm in a hotel room, and obviously there's a TV in the room. And I thought, you know what, while I'm here, I don't need a TV licence for this. Why don't I see what's on? See if I'm actually missing anything. I'm sorry, but there is fuck all on here. I mean, this is Who Do You Think You Are? I have no fucking idea who this is. I mean, is this supposed to be a celebrity or something? Who knows? But he's just getting all fucking teary-eyed and such like over some long-lost ancestor that he never met, and I don't know what their fucking story is, but bollocks to it. And then what's the next one? Gardener's World.
You're missing the point. That moment of joy. That's what gardening is all about. But also, it's time to...
No, sorry mate, that's not what gardening is all about. Have you seen my fucking garden? It's all about long, sweaty-ass days giving yourself sunstroke just trying to keep up with the fucking mowing the lawn. Swear to God, I could mow my lawn every single day and I'd never keep up with it. Look at that, that's bindweed there on the right. That shit is a plague. You do not want that in your garden. Bollocks to that. Right, what else is on? New Litvinenko. Oh, okay. That's probably quite interesting. Yeah, alright, okay. So, 1 out of 3 so far, but yeah, alright, whatever. Thing is, that's ITV, and it'll be on ITVX later. What's this? Britain's most expensive, I don't know, fucking jawline looking at her. Whatever. The Vikings Rampage. Alright, yeah, I suppose, could be interesting, but again, I can watch it on Channel 5. I don't know what their on-demand service is called, but yeah, I'm sure I can watch it later. Also, what's all this shit on the lens in that shot? Bloody hell, I get annoyed when I get my finger over it like that. Bloody hell. Love Island, no, fuck that, Love Island. No, get off my telly. Magnificent Seven. Alright, okay, yeah, I suppose that's interesting, but it's an old film. Again, can have it on DVD, whatever. That's not even live. Product, no. Taskmaster, no. Cooking shit, no. Great British Dig, no. I like Hugh Dennis, but and there's the Great British Bake Off, the Great British Dig, the Great British fucking Orgy. Fuck off. Angel Has Fallen, what? I saw London Has Fallen, I didn't like it. Bugger off. Tech Talk with Nokia? Nokia's still around? £1,000, no. Oh, that's finished. I'm sorry, but there's just fuck all on. I've gone through, look, 20 channels, and the only stuff that's even of slight interest to me, I can just get on demand, on DVD. So yeah, this trip away has affirmed to me that I don't need a TV licence. It's a waste of money. Right. Let's turn that off. I've got a letter to drown. This may seem cruel, but it's the right thing to do. Right, get in. That was some shit acting, and my pants are fucking soaked now. Fucking hell. Thank you for watching this video on doing stuff and filming it. Please don't forget to press the big button here in the middle to subscribe if you haven't already done so. If you liked what you just saw, please click the like button below and leave a comment letting me know what you liked about it. And as always, thank you for watching.